wonderful people, welcome to my channel. So 8 years ago I had to apply for a US visit visa from Ghana. I was still in my nursing school by then and I was newly married, and I actually decided to go and have my clinic house done in the US with a very good family friend of ours, but unfortunately my visa was denied. Yes, that's US visa for you. It was a very big disappointment and also a heartbreak. It was my first visa that I actually applied for, and I told myself I'm not doing anything when it comes to US visa, no. But life took a turn again and I have to apply just last week. And guess what? I've been approved for 5 years. So in today's video, we are going to look at my US visa application from Ireland, and also the interview questions that I was actually asked, and the documents I actually went in hand with to use as a proof to return to Ireland, if I'll say. Yeah, so stay tuned. First and foremost, let me just take you guys through the process, okay? The link that you need to actually apply for your US visa, that's application, and also how to also book for your appointments. Very short process. And then we'll come back and then I'll tell you guys about how the whole journey started. So we need to go online and then you can just type US visa application. There are different agencies that actually assist with US visa application, so you have to be careful unless maybe you want to go through an agency, okay? So you can see me just scrolling down, and then you can just click on the online non-visa application, the DS-160, okay? You click on that and then it takes you to a new page. So that is the home page that you can all see. You just have to make sure that you read all the instructions, okay? You can see on the far left, it has number 1, learn about the types of visas, so that at least you know that you are choosing the right visa. Mine is like a visit visa, so like B1, B2. So you can see that you have to select your country that you're actually applying from, as you can see. So I just have to click on Ireland, and then you put in the code, okay, the verification code down there. You just have to input the code, and then if you are starting, you just click on the start application. If you want to retrieve application, you just also have to click on the retrieve application. Then it has further additional information down there, which is very important for you to read. So write down the application number, which you are going to keep for the entire process. It's very important you don't lose it. See the next page, okay? So that is it. Then you just have to scroll down and then agree to the terms and all of that, okay? So it says that your application number is this, okay? You just have to go down and then answer this question. What is the given name of your mother's mother? You put that in the answer, because you are going to use that in the application, okay? The next thing is actually going to lead you to this page, okay? So this is your appointment ID, application ID. So I actually did was that I actually took this application ID after I filled out my personal details, okay? So then straight I booked for an appointment, because I was actually in a hurry to get an appointment. So I actually took this number, booked an appointment, came back here to now complete the whole process. So the first thing is that you are going to provide them with some personal details and then some further details as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the whole list here with you guys, then I can just continue with my process. And then the travel, where you'll be staying and all of that, travel companions, where you'll be staying, like everything concerning your travel. You are going to, when you get there, you just have to fill everything in. And then previous US travel, if you've actually traveled to the US before, you have to state that. If you've been denied before and all of that, you'll still have to state that as well. So before I forget, with this website, anytime you put in an application, you are done with filling any of it, please remember to save before you continue, okay? Otherwise you have to start all over again. So always save before you go to the next one, okay? So now let's go back. You also have your address and also the phone number, your passport details, the US contacts, where you'll be staying and all of that. Some questions about your family, okay? Your mother, your father, your spouse, you just have to put that in. Your work, education, training, you have to put all of those information in there. And also the last thing will be the security and background check. So when you are done with all that, then you can now have your application form ready for you to print. But remember, as I said earlier on, anytime you are done with one section, always save before you move on to the next one. So now let's go to the appointment. So with the appointment, you also have to come online. You can see what I just wrote, official USA appointment. You have different links, okay? As I said, some of them are for agencies. You click on Ireland US visa. So easiest way, put the name of the country you're actually applying from. This is the home screen that you are going to see. You just have to read every information out there, scroll down, and then you're going to click on apply. If it's your first time, if it's continue, that's if you want to continue application, okay? So you do what actually suits you, and then you are going to be asked a few questions that are actually going to help you, okay? So it says, are you a diplomat? Are you going there for whatever reason? For me, it was the second one because I'm doing this for the D160 application, okay? If you're a company or agency, you have that as well. If you're actually applying for fiancé, spouse, child, or none of the above, you just have to click that as well. So for me in particular, I actually clicked the second one because I've actually completed my application as a DS160 form. So when you log in, this is what you are going to see. I'm actually going to give you a warning, okay, that everything should match first. So you are going to have your name, your surname, the country that actually authorized your passport, your country of birth, your country of permanent residence, your passport number, your DS160 number, which was the application number, okay, that was actually written in red, and then also the visa class. So I actually went for B1, B2 because it's for business and tourism. So they have business, conference, B1, B2, business, tourism, business, medical treatment, transit, and a whole lot. They have a whole lot here. So you make sure that the reason why actually applying for the visa, you choose the correct one, because if you don't choose the correct reason, okay, or the visa class, you can also be denied. So sometimes it's very important that you choose the correct one. So this one is for temporary visitor, so that's what I actually chose, okay. And then your date of birth, your gender, your primary phone number, and then your email. If you have previously been issued a US visa, you either yes or no, you have to put that there. If you're traveling from another country to apply for a US visa, if it's yes, you put that in, and then you create your application. So you create your application, you go, it takes you to the next page. You are able to choose the date and also make payments. I don't have to take you guys all there. So to avoid a lot of time, let's just go into the video for me to just talk about some of the questions that I was actually asked. So that is a video for creating the application and also booking an appointment. It's very simple process. I'm also going to leave the link for this, for the booking of appointment and also creating of application. I'm going to leave both links under the description for anybody who is also looking for it to book an appointment or make an application to the US. So the documents that I actually submitted on the day of appointment, okay. So after you're actually done with the whole appointment online, you are going to receive an email from the US Embassy stating the most important document to bring, okay. And then apart from that, they also state that if you have any other document to submit, you can also do well to bring that along, okay. So the first thing is your passport. Definitely you have to take a passport. And then the second thing is for you to take your application form. So the application form is actually online, so you just have to print it out and also take it along with you. And also, most importantly, you also have to take your receipts, okay. So appointment fee receipts, okay, you have to print that out as well. So these three things are very important for you to take with you to appointments. Now let's look at other document that I actually had to take along with me. So I have purpose for the trip. I had a letter from an employer back there stating that I'm coming to the program to do this and do that, like an invitation letter to also state that my trip is fully funded, okay, and also an itinerary stating the things I'll be doing each and every day, okay. Just to go over again, I had an invitation letter, itinerary also printed out stating what I'll be doing each and every day, okay, and also a letter stating that my trip is fully funded and like all the things that is covering, like my flight, my accommodation, and all of that. It had all of those things included, okay. Next I also added was my financial proof, okay. So with that, I actually took along my pay slip, okay, to show that I am a salary earner in Ireland and all of that. And I also printed out my 6 months bank statements, okay. So yes, I also added that. So the next thing you also need to also add, okay, would be proof that you are going to return to the country, if I'll say, definitely. I know some people usually will take like their marriage certificates, you know, some pictures of their kids and all of that. that. But in this case, I was just thinking that, oh, me having a residency permit, a critical skill permit, shows that I'm really, like, well established in Ireland. Like, I'm a working person. Why would I go stay in the US? Okay, so I actually took my residency permit, okay, with me, and I also took along my critical skill permit with me, and also my NMBI pin. Okay, so my critical skill permits, NMBI pin showing that I'm a nurse in Ireland, and also my residency permit. I'm currently on stamp 1. Okay, so the stamp 1 is actually for all critical skill workers, okay, in Ireland, which I'll be doing a video on it soon. So yeah, so those are the things that I actually submitted on for the documents. Lastly, I also took along my passport photograph. Okay, so it should be the US standard size. If you don't upload the right passport size, or you don't bring along the right one, you might be asked to like take a new one at their office as well. So these are the documents that I actually took along with me to prove, okay, that I'm actually going, and then I'll definitely be returning to Ireland. Yes. So on the day of interview, I think my appointment was at 9. I actually arrived there around 7:30. I was like, I was too early, if I'll say. So they had a very long queue. You all know the process when it comes to US visa application. I'm not going to bore you with that. And then I went through the security check and all of that, and then I finally had to go and join the queue. And I'm just sharing my experience with you, or what happened that day. Like, I was surprised. I was just weighing myself to see that if there was an iota of nervousness in me. I was like, no. I was like, where is all that nervousness that I actually had 8 years ago? It was so different. It was so different. I was like, I'm really ready for it. If I get it, no. If I don't get it, yeah, I return back to my work. That was it. I went through all the checks. I did all the fingerprints that I had to do. So I finally had to go and meet the consular who actually interviewed me. It was a male. He was very lovely and all that. So let's talk about the interview questions, okay? What I was actually asked during the interview. When I actually approached the consular, the first thing was for me to submit my application form and also my passport. So he requested for those 2 things, which I did give him. So they actually asked the purpose of the travel, which obviously they are definitely going to ask you, because you need to know the reason why you are traveling. So I actually told them the reason why I'm traveling, told them a bit of what the MOVE project also does in Ghana. Okay, so he was like kind of interested. He was also listening to me. Yeah, so that was it. And then the next thing was like the job that I actually do in Ireland, and I told them that I'm a nurse. So he was like, oh, okay, so you already have your critical skill permit. I said, oh yes, I have my critical skill permit. I actually brought it along with me. Do you want me to give it to you? And then he says, oh no, I believe you, I know you have it. I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, I also told him I also have the invitation letter from my employer in the States, and also some other documents. It's like, oh yes, I know you have it, no need to give it to me, I believe you. I'm like, wow, we're actually getting somewhere. Yes. And I think the next thing he also asked me was if the whole trip was funded, and I was like, yeah, the entire trip is actually funded, and I also have a letter to also cover that. Do you want me to give it to you? And then he says, oh no, you can actually have it, that's fine. I'm like, okay. And I even went ahead to say that I also have my payslip with me as well, in case, also my bank statement, in case he wants me to bring it along. Then he says, oh no, don't worry, I believe you, that is fine. And then he also asked me about where I used to stay back home. Okay, do I stay in Tema or Accra? And I told him that, oh, Accra is actually part of Greater Accra. So I'm from Greater Accra, but I actually live in Lashibi, but I schooled in Tema. So I kind of explained that to him. He was like, oh, okay. He was a bit confused about that. And I was like, yeah, that's it. So like, I'll say that the whole thing was that you don't wait for them to sometimes ask you for the documents. If you have it, you can just suggest politely but confidently, okay, that you have the documents. Can you bring the documents forward? If they want to have a look at it, fine. But for me, I actually told them I had all the documents, but I did not even have a look at even one, not even single one, not even invitation letter, not even my bank statement, not my pay slip, nothing, actually, not even my PIN, my residency permit, nothing. Yes. So he even asked me my stamp. I told him I'm actually on stamp 1. Okay. And I also told him that I had the stamp 1 with me. If he wants me to give it to him, he says, oh no, I believe you. Like anytime he says, I believe you, like it gives me kind of, signs of importance. Yes, I know you believe me. That's so cool. So like, I don't know, but like that was the only questions I was asked. I was like some few questions, like less than 5 minutes, if I even say. Then that was it. He told me, okay, Lucinda, your visa has been granted. It will be sent to you within 10 working days. And I'm like, thank you. Took my stuff. Bye. I was so excited. So all the documents I actually took, he did not even look at one. Not even a single one. Yes. I think the only thing he actually took from me was my passport. Yes, guys, he only took my passport and then the application form. When I went straight in front of him, that was it. And then the questions just followed like that. I'll say that he already knew that he wanted to give me the visa. So yeah, you know, so just in case I remember something, I'm also going to post it down at the comment section as well. So doing this video to share with you all, if you are going to the US embassy, at least these are the things that you should at least carry with you. Okay, if you have any other thing that you think would be useful, why not just add it to it, and then you might be lucky like myself. So that is it. So I came home, and then within a few days I had an email that my passport is ready. I should pick it up, and then I went for it. So guys, your lady will be going to the US very soon, and then expect all the videos that I'm going to throw on your screen. You can't miss it. Thank you all so much. So this is the end of today's video. I hope that this video has been useful. If you have any plans of going to the US and you still want to contact me just to verify some of the documents I actually submitted, I'll still go through with you. Or if you have any other query, you can still post it under this video, and I'll definitely come to reply you guys. Remember to subscribe if this is your first time coming to my channel. Also remember to like this video and also share as well. Thank you all so much for coming through each and every day. If you want to see all my videos, I've actually done a playlist, and for you to locate the playlist, just check my YouTube channel, go to the home screen, scroll through, and then just click on the playlist. When you click on the playlist, I have videos sectioned into applying for HCA jobs in Ireland, nursing jobs in Ireland, family vacation in Ireland, cost of living in Ireland. I've actually collaborated all the videos in sections like that to make it very easy for people to just find my videos. Okay, thank you all so much, and I love to hear from you all. See you all soon on my next video. Bye bye.